This is not a mistake. That number on your screen is a real literal 10,080 mAh battery, and it's packed inside a phone that is somehow only 7.98 thick. Now, if you're familiar with Honor's Win lineup, you probably remember them as the gaming phones with the built-in spinning fans. They were loud, they were bulky, and they were cool, literally. But with the brand new Honor Win Turbo, Honor just did a complete pivot. They threw out the fan. They threw out the active cooling. Instead, they built a silent, rugged battery powerhouse designed to survive practically anything. So did Honor just make the ultimate road trip phone? Or is this massive spec sheet hiding some major compromises? Let's find out. All right, we have to start with the elephant in the room, the battery. Normally, when a phone has a battery capacity north of 10,000 mAh, it looks like a brick. It weighs a pound. It is not something you'd want in your pocket. But look at this. At 7.98 millimeters thin and weighing just 260 grams, the Win Turbo feels like a normal, modern flagship. How did they do this? It's all down to their next-gen Qinghai Lake silicon carbon anode battery technology. By swapping out traditional lithium-ion, Honor managed to cram insane energy density into a microscopic footprint, and the real-world performance is frankly ridiculous. We're talking over 14 hours of continuous non-stop heavy gaming or 17 hours of active GPS navigation. If you are a light user, this is easily a 3 to 4 day phone on a single charge. And when it finally does die, it supports 80 watts fast charging. But my absolute favorite feature, it has 27 reverse wired charging. That is faster than the normal charging speed of some flagship phones. You can literally use this phone as a high-speed power bank to charge your earbuds, your smartwatch, or even your friend's dying phone. But the battery isn't the only extreme spec here. Let's talk about the display. This is a 6.79-inch, 1.5K LTPS AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate. It looks great indoors, but when you take it outside, it does something crazy. The peak brightness can burst up to an astonishing 8,000 nits. Now, to be clear, that 8,000 nits is for HDR highlights in extreme sunlight. In normal outdoor high brightness mode, it comfortably hits 1,800 nits globally. But the result is the same. Absolute, flawless visibility, even under the harshest midday sun. And for the night owls, Honor hasn't forgotten eye safety. It features a 3840 Hz high-frequency PWM dimming system. Basically, it's flicker-free, preventing eye strain and headaches when you're scrolling through social media in the dark. It is easily one of the most versatile, outdoor-friendly displays on the market. Under the hood, we have the MediaTek Dimensity 8500 Racing Edition. It's a 4nm chip with clock speeds peaking at 3.4 GHz, paired with either 12 GB or 16 GB of blazing fast LPDDR5X RAM. This thing flies. Daily tasks, UI transitions, multitasking, it's all butter. But remember, there's no fan here anymore. So how does it handle sustained heat? Honor packed a massive 40,000 square millimeter liquid vapor chamber cooling area inside. During our testing, the phone did get warm under heavy sustained gaming, but it never got uncomfortably hot, and we didn't experience any major thermal throttling. It's a silent, passive win. They also threw in their custom C1 Plus RF enhancement chip. If you struggle with signal drops in elevators, underground subways, or high-speed trains, this chip actively boosts network reception. It's one of those quality-of-life upgrades you don't realize you need until you have it. Now, if you have a massive battery and a super bright screen, you probably want to take this phone outdoors, and Honor built it to survive just about anything you throw at it. It has triple threat waterproofing certifications IP69, IP69K. It can actually survive high pressure, high temperature steam and water jet washes. Add to that an SGS Gold Standard 5-star drop and shock resistance rating with a reinforced metal frame, and you have a device that acts like a rugged phone, but looks like a premium flagship. Okay, so this all sounds too good to be true. Where are the compromises? The first major one is the camera system. The main sensor is a solid 50 megapixel wide lens with optical image stabilization. In daytime, pictures are sharp, vibrant, and totally fine for social media. But the secondary camera is just a 5 megapixel ultra-wide. Honestly, in a world of triple camera flagships, a 5 megapixel ultra-wide feels very budget tier. You won't get mind-blowing zoom or ultra-sharp wide shots here. Front camera 60 megapixel front camera. Also, there is no expandable storage, though you do get options for up to 512 gigabytes of fast UFS 4.1 storage out of the box. But what do you guys think? Would you trade active cooling fans for a 10,080 mAh battery? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.